So spooky season ain't just for Halloween.
Help! Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jesus!
Okay, it's also when you miss out on an incredible brand partnership because you thought you were only supposed to focus on the pages that did count on your website, when in all reality, your website is a complete 360 experience, right? Every single piece of it counts. I want to cover those website pages outside of the home, about, and services that are just as important to making sure folks get to your services and what you have to offer as soon as they can. So let's get into it. Hey good people, it's Sydney Hart here, the founder of With Hart Creative Studio, aka the home of Big Brand Energy. I am a designer and copywriter, and I rebrand content creation experts and media personalities so they can gain amazing partnership opportunities, not only through social, not only through YouTube, but also through a brand and website that is banging, right? Today, I want to talk to you about those website pages that have gone ghost. We can't find them because you ain't worked on them, okay? Most people forget these pages because they're seen as kind of throwaways, or maybe you've never even thought of them at all. But what happens when a sponsorship manager hops on your site and clicks a broken link, or they get lost?
I don't see her anywhere.
What happens when one of your followers wants to find one of your most popular affiliate links, but it's buried under 3 months worth of Instagram highlights, right? Your website is a perfect place to funnel people in, and using social, YouTube, etc. as tools to get them to your online home. So of course, in this video, you'll learn about the pages that you forgot to add or didn't even get with that recent website template that you just bought, as well as what content to add in so you can funnel in your collaborators, partners, and clients just where you want them. So first we have a 404 page, which I'm pretty sure you might have heard of before, but it's generally the page that pops up when you click a broken link or a link that wasn't there anymore. Maybe you recently just had a 24-hour flash sale on one of your digital downloads, and that link is no longer there anymore. This is the page that a person, client, collaborator would land on. This page is perfect for linking folks out to your services, your About Me page, or maybe even your contact page. It's great to give folks a kind of menu of what they want to do moving forward, so you can kind of, like I said, funnel them into wherever you want them to be. Now, if you have a generic 404 page, there might not even be a link available for folks to click, which of course would mean that folks would click off of your website or try to find their way back clumsily, and you could end up losing so many clients and so many customers simply by not having this set up in the first place. So next we have a confirmation page, right? This is something that you might not have thought of before, but if someone has inquired to work with you, they fill out an application, a contact form, maybe even they've paid an invoice or bought a product, what page are they going to next, right? Is it simply a message where the form disappears and there's a little line of text that says thank you so much? Or is it a full built out page with 5 to 8 pieces of copy that set up expectations and let them know what next steps, right? So for instance, on my website, when customers and clients inquire, they get a confirmation page that says, hey, thanks so much for reaching out. You'll hear back from me within 48 business hours. Here's a link to our Instagram to keep up. Or sometimes I'll switch it up and test things out, and I'll say, check your email. There's something there waiting for you, right? So that's something quick that you can add in there to give your audience a little bit more of what they can expect. So next is a page for all of your links that points out from your social media, right? I call it a social links page. For me, it's withheartcreatives.studio/social. where usually folks are coming from Instagram, Facebook, maybe even Pinterest. And it gives them a quick introduction as to who I am, what I have to offer, and some quick links, right? It might have my most recent YouTube video, like this one. It could also have a link to apply to work with me. Now, you can decide whether you want to do this or not. I know everyone loved Linktree. No shade. Linktree, don't come for me.
Don't fight me, because I know how you girls like to tussle.
Okay? But I will say that if you're gonna have a Linktree, you might as well just build an extra web page on your site, right? That has all of these links available. Now, I know the benefit of using some of these third parties like Linktree and others is that you can kind of schedule when links go live, which I think is really awesome. One thing I would urge you to do is look at your website platform, and maybe even if you're searching for a new one, and see if any of those have that capability. So next we have a resources page, which is very similar to a social links page, but it's generally where your audience can find the things that they could use the most or that are requested the most. I know every entrepreneur is different. I've seen some entrepreneurs place their Amazon storefront on their resources page. Whatever your audience needs at the moment, and most importantly, requests, because we always want to supply the demand, right? That's where I would suggest putting on your resources page. So lastly is a media page, right? I know that this is something that some entrepreneurs have and others don't. Usually it's mainly like public speakers, motivational speakers, educators, things of that sort. But I would even say as an influencer, as a content creator, as a media personality especially, you should definitely have a media page. I am an advocate of you eventually replacing your media kit with your media page, because it all has the same information, probably outside of like your pricing and your following. It's everywhere that folks can find where you've been featured outside of like your Instagram, your website. And I think it really could be a central place as well for folks to reach out if they want to feature you. So let's say you're an influencer and you're like, look, I have this one form for folks who want to reach out for partnerships. I have another for folks who want to reach out about featuring me or their blog or having me on their podcast episode, right? So I think they all have different motives, and you can decide, what you want to do. So these are 5 pages that you probably have not set up. And even if you have and you haven't added as much robust information as I gave you today, that's okay. We all start somewhere, and we're all kind of growing in this online space, right? One thing I want to urge you to do is think about not only the folks who love you and know you coming to your website, but also think about the folks who have never heard of you.
Und was ist mit J-Lo? Die kenne ich nicht.
Thanks so much for hopping on this video. Ghost of Websites Pages Past. It is spooky season, but it does not have to be spooky season for your website and for your brand. So as we are celebrating the costumes and the pumpkins and the candy, I want you to prepare also for the spooky things that could come on your website and within your brand. And I want you to be able to kind of shuffle those and weed those out. So thanks so much for joining me again in the home of Big Brand Energy. Again, my name is Sydney Hart. I'm so glad to have you. Let me know if you have any of these pages down in the comments below. If you don't, what are you going to do to get them up? And have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is, wherever you are.